for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We about to march, so if you not, get to stepping.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Paris Campbell now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away he lost the football. But fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Ready. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, they go right back to Pierce. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Smash. Check White. Ready, go.
Give left side for Pierce. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll drop to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
He'll get this up to about the 44. The Seahawks at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game in a moment's notice.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Campbell returning it. This taken in right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken out. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The tight end in motion right.
On the ball. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Come on, stay.
At the 42-yard line.
Drill, 52. Black shot. Ready?
Ritter to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Ritter. Short throw to Smith. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Okay, right?
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Mega. Ready?
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. On play action, here's Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. So the roughing call there on the extra point and going to give him another shot.
Pretty good sell job there, too. I think it was the right call, but a little embellishment never hurts.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Bootlegging out here. Ridder. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well.
And now off to the races down the right side. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And up he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Blue check. Hey, green. Check, go.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Go red.
Ridder now looking to throw it this time. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go. Set.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Slide through. Check, huh?
Ritter will set up to throw it. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Ready, set.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
Set.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Ritter. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Campbell returning it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Okay,
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
38. Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Ritter now. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Ritter back to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Down the right sideline. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 19 Lions! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Trap 60! Trap 60! Ready?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Outright to Smith-Njigba.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 4. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Throw left side, complete to Scott. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going play action. Ritter.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try for the first with Walker. Shoves him away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Again, it's Walker. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Running right, here's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure comes and down he goes. Bryan Bresee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. B.J. Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now we'll throw here to his running back. Pierce has it knocked loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Walker. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, and then kind of moving his run, and look at the end result. Big plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
To the 22-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Back to throw, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and trying to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found the way to pick it up. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff left side, Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Strike, check, strike,
They'll try to run with Pierce.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you know what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Got it. Ready?
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
19 tight. 19 tight.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Samson Ebukam, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Warriors 70. Go.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game.
Ready, play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On the ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. This is 1st and 10. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Let's go now.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Ready up.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Another run on second down. Try to cover up. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Arizona, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.